Cocos nucifera, the coconut tree, can be found just about anywhere on the island of Barbados. These towering trees bear a head of large pinnate leaves with a slender trunk that amazingly bends dangerously close to the ground and back up again without snapping. Nothing new to highly skilled coconut hunters like David, who plies his trade in his elevated workspace. And like the ordinary businessman, life is just a regular day in his office. The coconut tree.
Don't care how tall the tree is or how short it is, your life at risk. Because you can slip out a short tree and break some part of you or injure, and then quick so you can go and climb a tall tree and the same thing might happen. So is any kind of height off the ground, once you're off the ground, your life at risk. That way I believe that a bottle of coconut water, despite the fact people talking, should be more than $40. Because this product ain't there that you could get on the vine and ring off like a pumpkin or a watermelon. You got risk your life every minute for this product. And the product got so much health benefits, right? But a lot of people now would look at coconut man as like just an ordinary man. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the risk and the work. They don't see certain things. They just see the coconuts on the ground, get a bottle and feel that when they come, they should get a deal. You understand? But no boy, you don't deal on the hard work in the country. You don't get a deal on your life. You understand? So a lot of people has got the wrong idea. And then you've got some people now that know exactly what the product worth, right? And give you more than what you call for the product. Yeah. So that's just how it is with people. I got people with different attitudes, right? But it's who go and see how this product is come will tell themselves this product deserves more than what the people selling it for. Real thing.
In the early years of the coconut vending industry, David was blessed with the foresight to take advantage of a brief encounter with an opportunity.
Really and truly, I never started with coconuts, you understand? How I get in the coconut business is like, I was actually getting dry coconuts for a hotel, supermarket, right? So, while getting the coconuts for them, then this guy that had owned the archery restaurant, Martin Fields, saw me with the dry coconuts and asked me if I can get no green coconuts for him, or he would love to sell some coconut water. So it was sounding like a good idea. As I going up in trees for just dry coconuts, I said, well, I can just pick the green ones one time, make more money, understand? So after I did that, it became like, he get the water, and if he get the water today, by tomorrow the water gone. And it was happening on a regular basis. So then the idea hit me, so what you yourself doing sell coconut water, right? So I tell myself, it sounds like a good idea. So how I started out now, I started out because I had no transportation. I started out with a pan cart, right? First, I pushed in a pan cart through the neighborhood, getting a little one-on-one sales and things. But then after that, the pan cart now become like a problem because I can push the pan cart exactly how far the one go. So as I had the transportation, I then decided to use a bicycle. So I would go riding through certain neighborhoods, seeing trees, right? Picking the tree, putting a bow, a bunch in the handle, a bunch in the bar, and just bringing it back down, offloading them on the location they had there. And I would do that repeatedly during the course of the day until I get the amount I feel I'm satisfied with. And then after that now, I would sell. And when I sell now, I would make some money, but I tell myself it ain't enough because the demand for coconuts then got a survey that the bicycle can even handle it. So then I went to a couple of people to help me out, like to use them vehicle and get coconuts. So after you go to a man now and you not borrow his vehicle, but he come and help you out today and you pay him today, then tomorrow you're looking for him is another problem. So I went through that here so for a good while. And then I tell myself, man, the only thing that can really, really work out for me is if I get my own vehicle, right? So a day I was on the road, no worries, and Mr. Frank De Silva asked me, he pulled up in front of me, stopped, got out, and asked me how I would feel supplying Super Center with coconut water. Well, I told him it sounded like a good idea, but of course we got to talk. He told me, yeah, no problem. So he gave me a date for a meeting. You understand? I went to the meeting, and while at the meeting now, they asked me a lot of questions in the meeting, and I was the only black person in the meeting, but I answered everything correct. I ended the meeting now. I told them I have one problem. That was that. They asked me if I feel like I handle the supermarkets. I tell them that yes, I could, but I have one problem. So the answer was that. So I tell them I have no transportation for myself. So the server told me, when she was there with Richard Cox, Mr. Cox told me, well, that is no problem. All you have to do is go and look for a truck you want. Right? So said, so done. I went out. I went to Hoosier. I saw a truck for $76,000. I went back to them. I told them about the truck and the price, and they tell me, well, if that's the one you like, well, that's the one you're going to get. You understand? So if in no time at all, I had that truck. And from there, things start, again, the gas station here. And then from there, things started to go like really well for me, right? So after that now, I bought another truck. And then from that other truck, I turned around, I sold that one, and I bought another one. So it was just like buying and selling the vehicles just to keep them in shape and in order, right? So I got to the stage that I'm at now, which I was in the business for like 18 years, or no, more than 18, about 20 years now, right? So at this stage now, the business for me is be good. We own customers, both on the highway and in the country. So getting coconuts don't really be a problem unless you got dry season, right? And then you will got some people now going by my customers and telling them, well, my truck down, I'm working, I send them for the coconuts, and then some will get them, and then when they get there, I realize the pick, I'm going to explain myself to the people. So they can only do it once, but it can't happen again. 30 morning. So if men them do that now, and they go back, the coconuts will still be there because they can't trick the people no more. Yeah, the spikes there all out.
Focus is the key in maintaining safety at all times. And with his ritual of preparations, David begins the journey even before his climb.
As you can see, the tips, like really pointy. So they ain't gonna cause no damage to the trees in that way. Yeah, because these spikes now is more advanced, right? So these are the needle spikes here now. Very comfortable to climbing. And these is what get me the money. It's called the money getters, right? But with these, you could still slip, because some people from before had the older spikes, which was the more bigger ones, right? So when you spike the tree now, it leaves a gash in the tree. So sometimes if you go and step, and you step in that same gash now, you can slide, right? So you just try to be really careful when you're climbing still, despite the fact that you have only spikes, right? So just trying to make them as comfortable as it could. Yeah. All right, let me put on my headgear now. I need to take off this shirt because I love to climb in a white shirt. Reason why, because of the heat. No, right? The heat is be like so intense. So I prefer white anytime. Don't mind it get dirty quick, but it's keep me more cool in the sun, in the hot sun. Now right now, this sun ain't normal. It's a new millennium sun, right? This sun will bake anything. Well, vegan going to start to pick. Actually, right now, I'm looking to see if I get at least 150 bottles before the day done. So I don't know how good it can happen, but I can try to make it happen. Understand? But as it is right now, we in St. Joseph, the island, the land, sorry, of the coconuts. And as you can see behind you, the trees ain't look that bad. You know, I've still got some good looking coconuts in them. So, yeah, this is what part we're gonna start. All right. I'm gonna start from the bottom first. I'm gonna start, what you saw? Can't about here, no, I don't want to have to truck, I can't don't forget. Go bar the pine cart. I forget to declare myself, boy. The truck. Yes. Well, this is the first 340 day that I'm climbing here. And yeah, it's not a tall tree, but it got a little height. We can start with this fella here. A good size. A limb. A limb. Keep pulling. Don't easy. All right. I'm thinking this next one though. Bug. Don't do rush. Your hook coming out. A limb coming down. You saw. Watch it there, a little stuff coming out. Huh? I put a little coat on them still. But I know if you want ASCII for the pan car, because I don't feel heavy truck comes through here, they're gonna stick up. Right? Alright. Yeah, a good water coconuts. Enough water, because not St. Joseph. St. Joseph is enough water. Well, you see the shape. The shape of the coconuts is tell you a lot about them. You understand? So once they got a round shape or a long shape, right, they go enough water. Depends on the breed too. Right? Yeah, that's a lovely bunch.
Every day spells a new risk for men like David and his crew. One may think all is well with this occupation, but this is certainly one of the most dangerous jobs, just to satisfy his customers and to put food on the tables of these dedicated young men.
Yeah, I fell out a tree a good couple of years ago. The thing about it is, I done had on the spikes, right? And the tree wasn't that tall, but as I tell you, it don't matter how tall the tree is, from the time you left the ground, your life at risk. So when I got up in the tree now, I ran the rope over my head on a one limb. But apparently the branch was so heavy that when I cut the branch and the weight hit the limb broke, and then from there, the bow came down with the limb and just dragged out the tree one time. I fell and landed on my back. Real thing, that's the worst experience I had. Then you got experience with current, because sometimes you go up in trees, then a limb will be like touching a line. And then sometimes you realize it and sometimes you don't.
Despite the obvious risk to life and limb, there is something surreal about being this high.
You can't really see that much, but when they go in a tree that's really tall, and then look around, and see Barbados, I be like, what a beautiful place it is, you know? The experience of the hike, to see that you see from above the ground, how sweet it is. You got to be up in the tree to experience it. And the only other way you will experience that is on the airplane. The next experience we had, and this one we had here lately too, with bees. Because we was picking coconut in some part of St. John, and we were attacked by some bees, right? And the thing about it is, we didn't even realize that the beehive was next to the tree, but it was underneath the ground, right? So when I went up in the tree, I didn't disturb the bees at all, I didn't even see them. But the guy that was there now, he decided that he could take the coconuts on top of the hill. So he actually stood up on the beehive. And when that happened, I was up in the tree, now about to get down. So I saw him slapping his foot, and like, he didn't even know it was a beehive. Because he thought it was just some bee that was stinging, but he slapped his foot once, twice, 3 times. You see, for the third time he slapped, and I got out of the tree. The bees bore me, boy. And the thing about me running my job, well, unfortunately, I's the oldest boy that, when my crew that could climb, right? I's the oldest body that could drive, you understand? So, it'd be like, I start myself all the time, you'll be doing more than one job because I be working mentally and physically at the same time. I just gotta be studying where you're going, right? And then when I get there now, climb, right? And I still gotta be focused when I'm driving. But all the time I'm driving, I'm studying where I'm going next, right? So my job does be a really, really tiring job for me because it's taking enough. I just make it look easy, but it's taking enough, like truth. I be driving and I be so silent. But all that time I silent, I study every part again. And then the thing about that part now is that you can study part you going, but when you get there now, the coconuts could be not ready yet. And then somebody else might could pick them. And then from the time you get there now and that happen, you go study where you going next again. So I just try to study one spot and then try to study another spot at the same time. So if I get disappointed from there, I should still get coconuts from another spot. Well, competition ain't really matter to me because as it is, for the length of time that we was out selling coconuts, we got so much customers that we got so much loyal customers, I should say, that when if people get out there and realize that we're out there, some people don't even buy water from nobody else. They just go along and wait till the CB. And then on a Sunday, for instance, Sunday is one of the most busiest days. Like a day like today now, I picking coconuts for Sunday because what I can do, I can pick and put down. I sell 2 spots on a Sunday, right? So I can pick today, offload on the next truck, right? And then go out tomorrow and look to pick again for Sunday. On Sunday then, I will go and pick and come back for like 1 o'clock, 1:30 on the highway with more coconuts. Because if I leave coconuts out there in the morning, I can guarantee you by 11:30, 12 o'clock, we ain't got none. I don't care what time we come. We sell out first all the time, right? All the time. So it's like, we customers is actually be there waiting for me on a Sunday, I think, sometimes. You understand? So competition don't really be no competition that kind of way, especially on a Sunday. But then out on the highway now, if you got more than one, like, so we got 4 people out there on the weekdays, which is be like kind of dead during the week or so. We have water still sell, but it don't move as fast as like weekend, Saturday or Sunday. But on a day in the week now, competition just be like, it's got really hustle for your money, but still we got customers. So you got customers coming for week to week for the weekdays, but still we got like hustle in between if you want to get rid of everything.
Although coconut vending is good for business and tourism in Barbados, fresh coconut water has the downside of generating a high amount of waste. With the rise in demand for coconut products, this has become a challenge that authorities in Barbados are seeking to bring under control. It could pose a serious health and waste management problem on the island. The Alliances for Coconut Industry Development in the Caribbean project, implemented by the International Trade Center, the ITC, Alliances for Action Program, the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, and key Alliances for Action partners, address the issue through sustainable entrepreneurship.
Coconuts and tourism have a very close interaction. And in the case of coconuts and agro-tourism or agri-tourism, whatever you may want to call it, there are so many opportunities for coconut growers, for processors of coconut products, the food products as well as the non-food products.
Ina Harvey, international consultant with agritourism and agribusiness. As hemispheric specialist in agritourism with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, she led the Institute's initiatives in agritourism from 2002 to 2021 in the Caribbean and Latin America. She also served as ICA's representative on the CTO Board of Directors from 2003 to 2021. and she's also one of David's many customers.
Coconut water is revered by the international sector, by film stars, by Rihanna, by Madonna, and by so many persons who see it as the energy drink for the sports industry, for the gyms, and for life in general. I remember when I did agriculture way back when, coconut was even used as a diluent for seminal fluid, for artificial insemination in cattle, because of its high dissolved sugar content and the many ions and nutritive factors that are in coconut water. So coconut water is an extremely important nutraceutical in our part of the world. Here in Barbados, there are many, many advances being undertaken, and I have to give CARDI and the Ministry of Agriculture and the Coconut Stakeholder Group their congratulations on what they're doing within the project funded by the International Trade Center, and which CARDI is managing to introduce new varieties to form industry alliances so that we get coconut right across the value chain from production right through to manufacturing.
Well, my name is Rodney Mondor. I've been doing this for about 7, 8 years now. They call me your shit here. I had a job before this here, but working for your family is a better option than working for people because people don't treat you fair. I love to sell coconuts. I love to sell fish. It's more of a family business than anything else. It's an everyday job, but I got to survive out here. Everybody don't look at it one way, but this is a business like anything else. We don't get treated the same way we're supposed to get treated, but people don't want to coconut man. That is a parole. But back then, this is a business. This here is some jelly. Everybody love this here. It's good for you in every stage. Kind of show that for me, Matthew. You can make yogurt, dessert, anything with it. Butter, cheesecake. You. Give me a cover, Matthew. A cover there, Matthew. Back here there. Don't worry. Come. Matthew, a ball over there. Look. Yo, Ross, jelly there for you. Bless.
But what about the perception of the coconut man?
We stiff coconuts. Ain't no hard work, but the boy don't understand, boy. And then people want to bargain hard work and go into a market and pay for things. This is the most healthiest thing we get on God's earth right now. And people don't want to pay for it. Anything more like I'm done. God start here and hope somebody come in and buy water from here. But so much different things to see out here, boy, you just can't name one. Out here's a learning experience, you can learn everything out here. Everything, every day saying new out here, ain't anything same out here. Every day saying new. It's fun if you love the job. All work, if you love it, you enjoy it and you do it. A real woman want coconut man. That know was hard work, and know was get on the morning. But anyone in these times, anyone want anything right now? It's F. They won't want you or you money that you making. That we got ants. We got him out here like me, and then got him out here that just let them pan we as a normal man that ain't doing that better with life. But on the real, we doing just what they doing. We surviving just like them. In that too. Good morning. Yeah.
40 things,
Most of the bag. You want to take you walk my bike. In the next 2-3 years, I would like to be here, but the government better on the road here. We gotta find somewhere to go. That's what I said. We gotta wait and find out how true it is, but we gotta move sooner or later. I like to be on this highway, somewhere one little stall, and just making it work. God, you ain't know what the future holds until it happens. Everybody can run and say, yeah, they try to do better, but we ain't seen that going on yet. We only see things happening for Marcy or for other people, but we ain't saying that. Everybody want to put in a stall that if 10 corner men in one area hold themselves, we're going to come with a better idea to put the corner men in the area, not only 10 corner men, 4 corner men in the area, 4 corner men that we can survive and make money. Not 10 corner men in a stall that hold they got the vendors downtown, and everybody ain't making nothing, ain't making the sense no more. And we saying that they ain't doing it better, and them saying that they still doing the same thing over and over. So in the next couple of years, when I see myself, I got to build myself. I can't depend on the government or nobody. I got to do it myself and help myself. That's where I see myself in the next couple of years. Until they try doing something better, not only help the rich people, things will be better out here. Please buy them. We get some free, and we got trees to be on. Everybody say, "Come man, Steve Cornets." Every corner tree in the gully free. Rats gonna pay all types of things, and I want on it. How you can teach them? That land belongs to the government, and government complain. The only people that live next door and the land belongs to the complain, so we ain't teaching them. We teaching what they can't get, or what they want to go for, and they can't get for free. They will call it teaching, but we ain't teaching. Nothing in the gully belongs to nobody. Everybody in the gully getting picked, the ball picking them, and we picking them. What how the art be teaching? And they're there for years, getting hard, all types of things, that's teaching. We cleaning up the trees and keeping the rocks around them, that's what we doing. And people calling it teaching. The most problem we got picking coconuts is people we gonna pick coconuts and people want what other people land that ain't theirs. That's the most problem we got picking coconuts. People own the land that ain't theirs and causing problems and then calling police and say we thieving. Right then wrong, not we. Because they're gonna people land and try and own it. And people give me permission to pick the coconuts. Like now the rain falling, outside muddy and warm, mess up the garden, so it's a little difficult. But we try our best to keep it clean every day and got 100% clean, but you left back little shells. It ups and downs because we only got one trap. We want to try to pick up coconuts, we want to try to pick, so we got to balance out somewhere. But as you see, you can look and see for yourself, I don't got to say that about that no more. We do your best. Me and my nephew Scott, my brother and the other guy is Klein. Everybody got a different role to play. Scott and Sel, he's Klein and drive. Always clean it together. When you get in kite tree, you want to see what's fair. You know what coconut tree look like. You ain't no branches to come up to hold on, you kind of. So you got to be real focused. Keep your mind on. You can't be afraid of no rats, no millipedes, no ants, nothing. So all the things just want to get the tree, they don't want to do nothing. That's the fear there. Then you still got to wait for the highway and all types of things. It ups and it downs, but we got to do it. Yo, my name is Yoshi, best coconut mine Barbados for right now. Best quality and good service, come right here and look for me. Warrings Highway right in front, First Caribbean, Massey.
The absolute best quality and service to the customer. That's the unofficial mantra of David and his crew. Let's listen in some more.
So once I calm down, because you see, thing is about getting down, because this morning, when I land on the highway, I know I had to clean up the highway from yesterday's shells, right? So I get on the highway, when I get on the highway, since rain fall this morning, I get on the highway like minutes to 10. So we had to then clean up the shells on the highway and then go in the dump. And then from the dump, we had to go and pick. So it was like kind of late still too. Right, so I here now still trying to hustle before the day done, and once I get back on the road and we got light, I can come straight to you. I'm going to stop on the highway first. No, I got to stop on the highway. Yeah, but no, don't make it seem like I can't run the world on them, because and then so it's a straightforward man. If I can't do it, if I want to do it, I will let you know straight. You understand? By work. Yes, but no, I because you see me claiming I don't got my phone on me. You understand? Right. So of course, you understand? Right. All right. Anyhow, once I get down the road early, I come straight to you. Right? Yeah. So don't feel that, and I'm gonna let Sunday pass, and they don't do it. You understand? Right. So we just take it easy. All right. She want me clean some trees for Seaboy, but I realize that I get sorry. I get on the road later and the other old things done. Oh, so brush it on here, I don't. These coconuts here, right? These got a good size. Understand? All of them from the same bunch. But of course, you done got some that kind of small because probably get squeezed or, you know, they may get enough room to grow still. But anyhow, we're going to count and we counting. You go by somebody and then we can count these coconuts, right? Like we say for instance, you see like how these ones here ain't really formed yet. You understand? These ones here. So you can't count these at the same price as these, but that's what's happened. So if you go now and the man counting and you turn and tell the man right now, you can't pay for these at that price. You know what the man would do? The man will for work here. Left it there. You understand? And then when we go and come back again the next time, the said coconut still there. Right? So that's just how people is. You understand? People want everything, every cent. Whether it's big or small, they make care how hard you gotta work for it, they want every cent. Right? But as I tell you, I don't believe that we should go out good by people. I mean, for instance, I go out good doing galees or whatever the case may be, I go work so hard, and then still go out buy the coconuts. When it should be, the said people that collecting the money should be paying we a percentage to pick the coconuts and still pay them. At least we be getting back something, because if it wasn't for we, the coconuts would still be in trees and nobody won't get nothing. Understand? So that's just the way it is with coconuts and people. Right? Two different things altogether. But nobody don't got consideration for your hard work. People love to receive. You understand? So with the game is just a game. Either in the game or you ain't in the game. Real thing.